Hello, nerds! Long time no see. It's Joanna, and today we are going to be playing Long Live the Queen, a game I found on Steam that you can find in the description box below, and goddamn, I am loving this music. It's so soothing. So, without further ado, let's jump right in, shall we? We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. Smashing. King Dowager, Duke of Calories. Elodie, Crown Princess. That's me. ... I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. Okay, but I'm 14. This is not what mother would have wanted. That's my Aurora voice. Fuck it, I don't care. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't, but sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. Stiff upper lip, what? Toodle pip. All of Nova depends on us. On you. Mostly on you. I don't have to do shit. I'll be there to guide you until your coronation, but the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Wrong. They're up to me. I control this 14-year-old. That sounded less creepy in my head. Come, your maids are waiting. Welcome to Long Live the Queen. If this is your first time playing, you should read this brief introduction to how the game works. I've played Princess Maker before, but never this, so I'll skip this part in the actual video. Tell me more. You'll be controlling Elodie, the almost Queen of Nova, as she prepares for coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes every week in order to raise her skills. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean the difference between life and death. Just in case you thought this was a soft, fluffy game featuring a pink-haired protagonist. You also need to keep an eye on Elodie's mood. With her mother's tragic death, Elodie is not very happy right now. How about that? Who could have thought? The mood button will take you to the emotions screen for more details. Elodie is feeling both afraid and depressed. Relatable. But her strongest emotion is depressed. If she becomes more cheerful to cancel out the depression, her strongest emotion would then be afraid. Still relatable. Elodie's current mood affects her ability to learn and will give her a bonus to some skills and a penalty to others. Let's take a look at the skills screen now. Skills are broken down into 4 major categories: social, physical, intellectual, and mystical. Mystical? Ooh, magic. Inside these categories are skill sets, groups of 3 related skills. You start with 0 in all skills. That doesn't seem very realistic. I mean, are we really to assume that she's had 0 prior education? Every week, Elodie can study 2 skills. Normally, she earns 2 points in the skill for every weekday that she studies. So if she studies history, she will earn 2 points times 5 days for 10 points. Because Elodie is depressed, she has a -2 penalty to the social skill set conversation. She doesn't feel like talking to people right now. If she studies conversation, she will earn -2 points per day. That is 0 points, just in case you can't do math. However, she has a +1 to the expression skill set, which, from the looks of things, consists of decoration, instrument, and voice. So basically, when she's depressed, she really wants to play music to express her emotions. I like this girl. If she studies one of the expression skills, she will earn 2 + 1 points per day. That means 3 points a day, 15 points for the week. If you study a skill you have a penalty for, you could be wasting your time and not learning anything. If you study a skill you have bonuses for, you will learn much faster than normal. All of these bonuses and penalties will change when Elodie's mood changes. You mean when she gets over her mother's tragic death? She can also gain bonuses to skills by studying related skills. Check the skills screen every week to see your current bonuses. Once you know your mood, skills, bonuses, and penalties, you're ready to choose your classes for the week. The classes screen breaks down skill sets by category for your morning and evening classes. When you select a skill set, the 3 options in that set will appear on the right side of the screen. Choose a class option for both morning and evening classes, then click the Done button, which will appear in the lower right screen. As you play through the story, you'll sometimes see feedback bubbles appearing over the text. These tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Ooh, courtly intrigue. Bubbles like these will show you when Elodie's mood is being altered by events. History failed. Bubbles like these will show you when the story is changing based on what skills Elodie has learned so far. If the test fails, there's some option being missed because she doesn't have enough points in that skill yet. This feedback is very helpful in figuring out different options to try, but if you don't want to see it, you can turn the bubbles off in the preferences menu. Now get ready to become a queen. I've been ready my entire life. First off, let's go into the menu to my preferences and turn down the volume on the music just a touch because Jesus Christ. And save and save often, I always say. So, Queen Una. That means 1. Return. At the moment, as the helpful screen explained, I am depressed. Gotta love that escapism in video games, am I right, ladies? Okay, so, because I'm depressed, I have a bonus to expression and to animal handling, interestingly enough. Because I'm depressed, I have a penalty to royal demeanor, because you don't feel very elegant when you're depressed. Conversation, because you don't really feel like public speaking or speaking in general when you're depressed. And athletics, because you don't feel like exercising when you're depressed. Wow, this game is really realistic. Okay, anyway. Oh, wait, what does the log do? Oh, no, I don't need to do that. Boarding school outfit. I only have my boarding school outfit. Okay. Well, decoration. Drawing, painting, arranging flowers, dressing well. I do like dressing well. Faith. Meditation, divination, lore. Intrigue. Internal affairs, foreign intelligence, ciphering. Back up a second. Well, I don't have any penalties to intrigue at the moment. So, well, it seems obvious to go with expressing myself. So, voice, description, decoration, or instrument. Let's go with decoration for our morning class, and for our evening class, let's go with internal affairs. Done. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Increased by 15%. Bonus, because I'm depressed. You discuss the nature of beauty, looking around at landscapes, objects, and people and comparing their aesthetic elements. And speaking of people watching, until you have children of your own, your maternal uncle, the Duke of Merva, is next in line for the crown, and after him would be his daughter, your cousin Charlotte. What's all that noise outside? Who's here? Oh, it's my cousins, and my aunt and uncle. Hello! Darling, we were so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. Thank you. You look well, niece. You look like Eeyore, uncle. Hi, Elodie. Hi, Lottie. Oh, that's adorable. I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep, Mummy said we'll be here all month. Maybe we'll have some time to talk later. Now that you've finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? For the weekend? Well, I could attend court. I could talk to my... Oh god, I never... This is very true to life. I never know how talking to my father is going to go. I could attend a religious service, which would make me less depressed. Okay, that's inaccurate. I could walk in the gardens, which would make me more lonely but more cheerful. I could play with my toys, which would make me more lonely but also more cheerful. I could sneak out. Or I could visit the dungeons, which apparently has no effect. Explore castle, attend court. Does this mean I get 2 options? Okay. Sitting in on court sessions was not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important to your future. Ah, no more outfits. Heck. Why are pressured and lonely opposite sides of the same coin? I have a plus barely anything percentage bonus to intellectual affairs now, which is interesting. I wonder if that's because I started by focusing on them, or if it's because I... Well, let's keep the party going. Decoration and internal affairs. You practice sketching fruit and flowers with charcoal on parchment. You study the theory of color, how they complement and contrast, and how to select colors to emphasize mood. Neat. Your maternal uncle's wife, Countess Nix, claims kinship to the old Merva line and originally asked your mother for a title to the duchy. However, no one could verify her lineage. As a compromise, your mother created her brother, Duke of Merva. It's the commotion outside. Father, what's going on? Juliana, Duchess of Ursel. I have come to pay my respects to your mother. You have no respect or honor. It is because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I am a lumen, as was she, and like every lumen, I am willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the Crown Princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusts me, and I have much to teach you. Send her away, arrest her, let her stay. Ooh, I'm gonna let her stay. I want to hear what she has to say. Stay. Say, she stays. As you wish. I am not happy about this. Well, I could visit Juliana, or I could visit my cousin. Or I could visit my father. I don't want to visit my father. I'm the queen. I'm going to visit Lottie. I love this room. It's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit more often. It's awful that the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anywhere but home is safe. That's horrifying. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave this castle until my birthday. But at least we can have fun together here. Oh no, I'm less depressed. Skills. Fine art of poisoning. Still no new outfits. Aw, man. I want to be a pretty spy mistress. You learn to mix paints and apply them to canvas, capturing the light and color of the castle gardens. The last Duke of Mead was the older half-brother of the current Duchess. His reign was brief and highly scandalous. He defied a tradition to pledge himself as the life mate of the old Duke of Ursul, then broke that off only a year later. Ooh, scandalous. He retired into seclusion and died still unwed. He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really, I just like to play with the flowers. All of a sudden the Duchess of Ursul rushes into the garden and points a sword at you. No, not at you. At your feet? Princess, don't move. What the hell? I'm trusting this whole... You don't have the composure to hold your position without peeking. You look down to where her sword is pointed. There's a snake in my boot! You squeak and jump backwards. This snake tenses and prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside and the snake's fangs sink into her leg. Lottie! Too late, Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. What is going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. The poisonous. Get another blessed sight away. I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone here to keep her safe. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. We'll be returning home to Merva immediately. Your aunt has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. This snake should not have been here. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know. Oh god, this is so intense. Let's visit Juliana. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. What crystal? The source of power for any lumen is a particular magical crystal. Once you bond it with it, it becomes part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal is passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you now, except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. What did I just fucking say? She holds out her hands, the light flickers above her bosom, and then with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. Oh my god! Ooh, that's pretty. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh. It belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. So what you're saying is I should kill you? You need to find a crystal that belongs to you. Oh, crap. I'm afraid, so I have a penalty to intrigue now. God damn it. But I have a bonus to faith, which means I could read up in that lore. Oh my god, this is so stressful. Faith, lore, conversation. Shit, completely blanked on that. Bonus to agility for some reason. So let's learn some dancing. You practice curtsying, standing, and walking across the room in a graceful manner. Only a lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal. The ability to control a crystal seems to be inherited, so crystals can be passed from parent to child upon the lumen's death. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. Wow, that's a lot of people. It's certainly not empty, though. It seems we get more servants every day. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bit her. Her mother said she's okay. Her mother said she's okay, so I guess it turned out alright. She's dead now. Maybe she has a guardian angel. She's so fucking dead. +1 lonely, +1 afraid. Oh, I could attend service. Or I could visit Juliana. I want to sneak out. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. Still afraid, huh? Darn. Well, might as well keep riding the afraid train. Practice walking on the arm of a partner and following their cues to pause and turn while keeping your eyes closed. Practice different partner dance positions, closely held at a distance and non-contact in the appropriate hand position for placement for each. Kings and queens of Nova have been lumens for centuries, but in modern times magic has only been used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. Long, long ago, the continent of Borealis was ruled over by a single witch king until a rival line of lumen challenged for the crown. The resulting war went on for 100 years, with powerful spells that damaged the line so badly that even now no plants will grow. Huh, spooky. One of the maids approaches for your attention. My lady, courtiers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. I have no idea who that is. We have a Duke of Sedna? No, my lady. The Duchy of Sedna is in Talas. They brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of, deeply regret, best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Something sparkly will make me feel better. Visiting the dungeons now makes me more willful and more angry. That's interesting. So let's visit the dungeons. You sneak a peek at some of the luckless peasants held in the dungeons, petty thieves and troublemakers now suffering in the dark. They're obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still feels unfair. There must be a better way. Am I still afraid? Damn it! Fuck it. Begin practicing dance steps in time to music, quick and slow, turning and weeping. Legend has it that long ago, a horde of Yevgeny on the back of tentacled monsters rode into the Valley of Need, laying waste to all in their path. The conquest was only halted when the Lumen raised a great flood to drown the invaders. As you are walking, you spot a familiar figure in the palace gardens. It's the Duchess Vessel. Maybe I should go and say hello. Then you notice that sitting beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They are very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Hello. I'm intrigued. You notice something unusual. You turn and walk into different directions so as not to disturb them. At that moment, you notice something unusual. Looks like someone had just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. Is it a servant, a thief, or an assassin? I'm afraid I'm going to run and hide. Oh, fuck. That just made me more afraid. Damn it. Attend service in the Castle Grove. Damn it! You work through the standard repertoire of ballroom dancing, being sure you know the basic steps for any dance likely to be required if you're in a social setting. You may now attend ballroom dancing on the weekends. May not increase this skill until your other agility skills are 25 or higher. Interesting. Legend has it that the island domain of Malini was once a single island instead of cluster until an invading Novan queen raised a terrible pillar of fire that shattered the land into pieces. You may not increase this skill until your other phase skills are 25 or higher. Maid comes rushing down, holding a towering pile of linen. Before you can react, she barrels into you, sending you and the other sheets flying. Oh, my lady, I'm sorry. No, it was my fault. I should have gotten out of your way. If you say so, my lady. Now that you've finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? Well, I could attend the ball. Or I could talk to... I'm going to visit Juliana. How do I find my lumen crystal? Your father probably knows what happened to it. What if he destroyed it? It can't be destroyed. He could throw it away, but then someone else might find it. No, he'll keep it safe. But if it's mine, it wouldn't matter if someone else found it. It's attuned to you, but you haven't bonded with it yet. If it found a compatible host, someone who was like you in some way, it could bond to them. Interesting. Am I depressed? I'm depressed. Interesting. Which means... I don't have that much of a penalty to royal demeanor, so I could start trying to ramp that up. But it might be too little too late. Let's start studying meditation. And intrigue. Because what the hell? The Duke of Murray has paid suit to the Duchess Versal to no avail. The Duchess's brother is opposed, as he will inherit if she dies childless. Your agents suspect the Duchess Versal is actually more interested in the Duchess of Hellas. Neither has ever been linked to a man. She's my best friend now. Practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed and tranquil without being so relaxed that you are likely to fall asleep. There's a man here to see you. He wishes crown funding. Oops. For a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters, which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassi to assemble the metal, and a factory. Need to mold and cast the type. It's very simple. With this system, we'll be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now, and make copies to send all over the world. Well, I don't know much about factories or trade. Would it really be worthwhile? We are not interested. Fuck off. And I've been recording for 30 minutes, so let's say, see you next time. As always, I'm Joanna. This has been Long Live the Queen, and hopefully she does, if I have anything to say about it. And I will see you when I see you next. Bye-bye.